Hello students, as you know, we are studying using Python libraries. In this lesson, today we will study structure of a Python module. I have given the introduction about the Python library. Today I will start my class from the topic structure of a Python module. Again, I would like to tell you, modules are defined and stored inside the Python library. It means libraries are the collection of modules. Alright, what is the module given here? First of all, I would like to tell you elements of module, by which components, by which parameters a module is defined. Alright, let us see some points. A Python module is normal Python file. Python file is indicated by the .py extension, containing one or more following objects. First, docstring. What is the docstring? Anything that is written in triple quotes. Anything that is written in triple quotes is known as docstring. We know very well the strings or the elements that is written in triple quotes is displayed in the same way on the monitor screen. So it is clear that docstring is useful for the documentation purpose. It means it only contains information about the module, for which purpose this module is designed, what this module will be done. It is only a specification, you can say. Alright. Second thing, variables and data. These are those variables and data that you have used in the function and in the Python program. Next, classes and objects. Classes are the templates. Classes are the non-working model, we can say, blueprint, we can say. Alright. And objects are the instance of the class. Objects are the instance of the class. Class contains some specification about its member, and object is just like a runtime entity of that class that has some behavior and methods. Alright. Next, statements. What are the statements? Statements are the executable lines, we can say, instructions. Functions, you know very well function, because before this lesson we have studied function. Still, functions are the named group of instruction, means it is a collection of instructions that has some common name. Thus these are the elements through which we make a module. Alright. In general, what is the feature of the module? I would like to tell you in this point. First, modules are the independent grouping of codes and data that can be reused. You can split it into the 3 points. First point, it is independent grouping of code, independent group of code that is independent from another group inside the program. Second, it can be reused in other programs. Once you have defined the module, then you can use this module in any other program. Alright. Next, a module can dependent on other module. A module can be independent and can be dependent. Don't confuse. It may be dependent and may not be dependent. Thus, the general feature of module becomes, it is a group of codes. It can be reused in another program, and it can depend on another module. Now let us see a diagram. I tried to explain these theoretical points with the help of this diagram, and this is a module. and this module contains variables, function again contains variables, class has its member, and class can also contain method. All right, and this is a complete module. This module can be imported in another program and can depend on another module, can depend on another module, can depend on another module. Now let us see next topic. Students, let us see next topic, importing module in Python program. How will you import a module that is defined in the Python library? How will you import module in the program that is defined in the Python library? You can use the functions that is stored in these modules in your program. No need to write the code for that. For this purpose, modules are imported in the Python program. For this, Python provides import statement. Underline this. Python provides import statement to import the modules in the program. Sometimes examiner can ask to you which statement is used to import the module in the program. Answer will be of two-word import statement. The import statement can be into two forms. Mainly import statement can be used by two different ways. First, import module name. Second, from module name import function or object name. There are these two forms for different purposes. These two forms are used for different purposes. Purpose is different. First, import module name. If we use this format, then what will happen? Then Python interpreter brings all the functions and objects of the module in the program. It means entire function, entire object of the module can be used inside the program when you will use import module name like this. You can import more than one modules at a time like this. Import module 1, comma, module 2, comma, dot, 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 module 3, module 4 and so on. Now second format is from module name import. If you want to use some function or object in your program only, you do not want to use entire function, so you will have to use second format. And what is this? From module name import. From module name import. To whom import? Function name, what you want. Alright, this format brings only a specific function or object from the module in your program, and this format brings all function and module in your program. This is the purpose of these two statements. Now the import statement, what happened when you write import keyword? The import statement internally executes the code of module file and then make it available for the program. In the next video, I will give you some more example that will explain these theoretical concepts. Thank you, students.